I'm Roger with synthesizers.com, and here's an overview of the Q174 MIDI interface module and the Q175 AID module. The Q174 MIDI interface module takes a standard MIDI input and creates pitch and gate signals to drive the synthesizer. There are two sections. The top section produces pitch and gate and velocity and offers precision add input for transposing. The bottom section has a mode switch that determines what it does. In mode 1, it produces pressure and off velocity. Pressure comes from pressing a key down hard. Off velocity is a voltage determined by how fast you release a note. It can be used for a filter change or anything else in the system. Mode 2 produces pitch and gate for a second MIDI channel, so you can have two keyboards going through this module or a single keyboard with two splits. This feature makes the Q174 a dual MIDI to CV interface. Mode 3 produces voltages from three MIDI continuous controllers, two variable and one on and off. These voltages can be used to control anything in the system. The Q174 also gives you complete control over note priority and gates. This controls what happens when multiple keys are pressed. With these switches, you can emulate the keyboard response of virtually all vintage and modern keyboards, including the Mini Moog with its low note priority, or a vintage Chord with its high note priority, or the more modern last note priority. You can select multiple gates, or single gates, and in the plus R position, you get a gate when a key is pressed and one when it's released. Now for the Q175 AID module. This AID module can be purchased with the Q174 or it can be added later. The Q175 must have the Q174 to operate. At the top is an additional MIDI input. This makes it easy to connect an additional controller. All of the incoming MIDI messages are merged into one stream for processing by the Q174. A MIDI through output is provided that sends along anything received at the first MIDI input. The Arpeggiator is a lot of fun. It basically sequences through the notes you're playing. The speed of the sequence is set by the speed knob or from an external clock. The sequence can go up and down, and there's 1 volt and 2 octave range settings. The gate knob controls the length of each gate in real time. Portamento controls the sliding between notes, and it operates on notes played on a keyboard or with the Arpeggiator. Linear and exponential responses are available. The Q174 and Q175 modules offer a lot of functionality for a small area, so grab your patch cables and get ready for some happy accidents.